About a month ago, I made a video about Piggy and how it was generally an unscary horror game. The video in question received really well and recently hit 1K views, which I'm very happy about. However, it did receive a lot of criticism and people correcting mistakes I made in the video. So with my 8 brains seeing the success of the previous Piggy video and wanting to make a sequel on it, how would I make it in such a way where I wouldn't trigger anyone? Easy. See, although you don't have to agree with my Piggy video, and maybe perhaps you like the game, something that you should almost 100% agree with me about is that Piggy has a lot of clones, and they are almost always really bad. Much like every video game that blows up ever, the games would receive a lot of terrible clones and ripoffs throughout its lifespan, and Piggy is no exception. Some of these at best are mediocre, and at worst, the most terrible gaming experience that you will ever witness on the planet. But just how terrible are these Piggy clones, and why are they even allowed to exist on the App Store to begin with? Well, here at Funny Fart Corporations, I'm going to be trying our best to answer that question for you, and see if we can figure out why they even exist. So today, in this video, we're going to be exploring terrible Piggy clones. The first game we're going to be playing is Piggy Horror 3D, and out of all the games that we're going to be playing in this video, this has definitely got to be the worst of the bunch, and you'll see why in a minute. First off, the game starts off with a story. You have been kidnapped by an evil pig. To get out, you need to collect 6 keys and find the door. Good luck. Not sure why a door needs 6 keyholes, but whatever. In my first playthrough, I spawned next to a key, and I tried to get it, and I died. I respawned and died. I respawned again and died. So as it turns out, this game is, what a surprise, really bad. Oh god, I think I'm about to die. Oh, this is it. Wait, what? The layout of the map is one hallway with many rooms, with the only place that leads to the exit. The monster is, yeah, not good. Monster moves in a really janky way, and Piggy seems to suffer from stage 3 dementia because every time I open a door and she's just about to get me, she just kind of forgets me. Piggy moves extremely slow, and yet because this map is so small and so cramped, there's very little room to maneuver, making the game all about trial and error until you finally win, which is extremely tedious and unfun. The App Store says that this game only has 15 ratings with a star rating of 3.7. The description repeats itself, and the only 2 reviews says it sucks and only has 1 star. Although for whatever reason, their criticism is about how Piggy doesn't actually look like Piggy. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other pressing matters in the game, but whatever. The keys are also really hard to grab, and the controls are extremely wonky. Also, there is absolutely no sound. I put my volume at the max, and yet there was nothing. It just feels like this game was made by an amateur and wanted to rip off something that wasn't really good to begin with. Eventually, when you try to get all 6 keys, you escape this large door that says exit, and you win. There's probably something else you would see, but this continue sign would not do anything, as no matter how many times I tried to click it, it didn't do anything. Overall, this game is just bad. There's no redeeming qualities for it, it's just really bad. But hey, at least it's in 3D. The next game we're going to be playing is Piggy MOD 2. At first glance, it looks promising, with a 2.3 ratings that make up a 4.4 on the App Store, several game modes that you can play, and next generation dress physics. So what's not to like about this game? Well, you know, a lot. First off, this game completely bombards you with ads. Click on a button, ad. Win the game, ad. Lose the game, well, I'm very sorry, but you're gonna get an ad. There was even one point where I got an ad about a Friday Night Funkin' ripoff and a pregnancy test thingy. Yes, game, I am woman in dire need of playing FNF and getting a pregnancy test. Thank you for your condolences. The gameplay is about collecting random coins with a timer on the top of the screen. There's not any monsters to hide from, it's just collecting coins. You can play as either Piggy or Zizzy, which doesn't really change anything up. You are in third person, and your FOV is really low. Like, we're talking Black Ops 2 on the couch Xbox low. The 2 game modes include Jump Scare, which I have no idea what is about. There's this illusion thing where you're supposed to be hypnotized, and then you die? I couldn't even tell if it was an ad, because this is clearly gameplay footage. You can see the cursor right here. And then there's Call Simulation, which takes place at 3 AM, where you call Zizzy. Nothing really happens though, the gameplay is just waiting until Zizzy picks up, but I just usually hang up though. And that's it. No, I'm serious, that's the entire game. Overall, this game feels and plays like a literal fever dream. And there's nothing really interesting about it, it's just collecting coins and calling Zizzy at 3 AM. And no Piggy in MOD 2, I won't give this a 5-star. Let's move on to the next game. The next game we're going to be playing is Balddy Basics Piggy High School. Now, let's say you're a game developer, alright? And you want to make your first game. Would you want to make something with all your heart and passion? Do you want to make something revolutionary to the gaming scene? Nah. let's just mix Baldy's basics with Piggy. Now, it's rather obvious they didn't try to make it horror at all. It gives off the same vibe as the Monster High School videos you used to watch when you were a kid. Balddy, like in the original game, wants to give you questions that you have to answer. For me, I did capitals because I'm smart, I think. There are over 7 questions for level 1, and you are allowed to choose which characters you can have in the game. If a character gets an answer right, they dab. And if you lose, Baldy's eyes glow up and you straight up get shot, while these guys are laughing, I'm guessing. When you get the level done, you can choose another character screen, and you can do things like jump scares and choose a way to kill them.
Oh god! What the fuck? What the fuck, okay?
Oh god, and there's even an FNF app that you can play. Though I think they deleted it. How do you rip off 3 games at once? Is there seriously no creativity that went into this game at all? This game has better ratings than Piggy and MOD 2. Who plays this? Hey Maggie, do you want to play Baldy's Basics High School?
Sure. I don't understand this.
Yeah, me neither. There's nothing really else to talk about in this game, and I'm getting a little salty, so let's just move on to the next game. The next game we're going to be playing is Bunny Chapter 1. In this game, you play the house map and Piggy, but with a few modifications as well as Bunny. Looking at the App Store, the game has 66 ratings that rounds up to a 3.9. And one of the best reviews that I've ever seen says I was tired of playing it after so much. Oh really? What does this mean? So after signing my soul to God himself, I get to play this game. Of course, before we play the game though, I need to witness a 60-second ad. Thanks, Leon. The game takes you in first person, and unlike Piggy, you can actually drop items wherever you want. And I'll give this game credit. This game has an extremely unnerving ambience. So, I was hyped, but then I saw the monster. Oh god. The monster, for whatever reason, is just a reskin of Bunny, and the developer didn't try to modify it at all to make it look scary. The AI isn't even all that great too. At times, Bunny would just get stuck at random places and just downright break the laws of physics and climb up thin air. Bunny, when chasing you, always has serious social anxiety because she will not stare at you at all. She just kind of looks down to the left. You can also change the monster to Coco. But like, what is this? Why does she look like this? The controls also didn't feel very responsive, and at one point, I saw Bunny clipping through the stairs. How immersive. But because this is basically the house map from Piggy, it goes the same way. Find a bunch of keys, get some gears, go get the white key from the well, and escape with a huge police car waiting at the front. 10 out of 10 game. The last game we're going to be playing is Piggy SLN mod, where Bunny, Zizzy, and Nerd are enjoying their time in a camp when suddenly, Siren Head appears. You need to go into the camp and find rocket launchers to give to your friends in order to kill him. I mean, Siren Head could just kill any of us at any time, but we have plot armor, so he's unable to move anywhere. There's this little dialogue where everyone says they're gonna help you out, but when the game starts, they just stand there and ask for explosives. Very helpful, guys. This game has a wave system, where when the wave starts, spooky monsters come out and try to kill you, like Cartoon Cat, Infected Piggy, and Giraffe. Only a half of them attack though, so some of the enemies will just kind of stand there. The game also has a hunger system where you need to find water bottles and hamburgers every 2 seconds or else you'll die. The first thing you need to do is figure out how to open the camp. It's basically just a Piggy map, but with more spooky monsters. After unlocking all the gates with a wrench, I can enter the camp, where I can climb up hills and the monsters just kind of stand there. Also, if the monsters get close enough, I can stand on their heads and they can't really do anything. 10 out of 10 AI. Eventually, when you find all the rocket launchers, you have to give it to all 3 of them because they're stupid. I mean, seriously, I gave you the rocket launcher. Why do you want to wait for everyone to just shoot him? Of course, you need to get the weapons by finding keys and fire extinguishers. Of course, while you're getting invaded by monsters, and you need to eat every 2 nanoseconds. For some reason, despite owning this camp, we decided to lock every door. How did these guys survive for as long as they did? Once I gave everyone the rocket launchers, we killed Siren Head with a 12-year-old fanfic level dialogue. You know, I'm just gonna get Tara to read this stuff.
You attacked the wrong camp, fool! We will teach you a lesson you'll never forget! Make your last wish, you stupid little monster! Hey, Black Cat, we're ready to shoot! Just give us the sign!
Wait,
Wait, what?
And that's all the games are going to be talking about. In conclusion, why do these games even exist? Roblox is free, and Piggy is even freer. So why would you want to play these games at all? There's not really any redeeming features to the game. They're just really bad, plain and simple. Before I go, I want to show you something. Wow, look at that. That's a quarter of the way to 10,000 subs. Thank you for this, everyone, and I hope by the end of 2021, we get to expand into something even greater. But other than that, that's about it. See ya.